pads. You are getting a set of 2, which contain 60 of these incredibly saturated pads that are really going to transform your skin from summer to fall radiance. We're going to visibly minimize pores. We're going to tighten and firm the appearance of your skin and address texture so that you can get back to that soft and supple skin that you so knowingly deserve. Now, last year during August, we debuted this as our steal for the first time ever, and it sold out. It didn't make it through the 24 hours because it's one of those things that once you start to hear how DMA works and is in tune with your skin's wants and needs and how smart of an ingredient is, it's like, okay, I want to put them all over my body. And you can, because the pads are about the size of my face. And so tonight, rather than spending $80 each for each one of these containers, which would total up to $160, you get to bring it home for $89, which in and of a sense is basically purchasing one and then getting the second one for $9 more. Of course, with free shipping and handling, we are affording you the opportunity if you needed to pick up more than one, and with great easy pay to do just that, because this is one of the only items in the show we don't have auto delivery on, and that of course is because the value is so good. So if this is something you would then want to take from 120 days to 240 days, I think you get what I'm picking up or dropping for you. This is an opportunity to do that at one of the best values that we've ever had. But seriously, go to beautyiq.com to place your order. We don't expect this to last the day given its history on our channel. And tonight it's going to kick off our tutorial for your skin for the win. Of course, if you need to place an order on our channel, there's 2 ways to do that. Our website, you'll see a really large steel banner. It's about 4 clicks and then it's into your home in just a few business days, or you can pick up the phone and dial 1-800-600-3114. All right, joining us tonight is one of the directors of education for Dr. Perricone. Welcome to the show, Jennifer Travell.
Thank you.
Girl.
Hey, nice to see you.
Nice
Happy
to see
fall,
you.
everybody.
Happy fall, y'all, is what we like to say here. I will tell you, Dr. Perricone is such a force to be reckoned with. I mean, you've worked for him for a number of years, but his ideas, especially with his scientific research and bridging of holistic gaps, is still, he's the only man in the field doing that.
And he was so ahead of his time, really. At the pillar of our brand, like the foundation, is Dr. Perricone and that philosophy, that 3-tiered philosophy that combines supplements, diet, and of course, the topical skincare. And what you get with Perricone MD is you get that unwavering curiosity to keep searching for the answer why. Why does this happen to our skin as we age? Why? What is happening inside my body naturally, and how can I fix that? We always say at Perricone, good enough is never good enough for us.
So true.
Yes, and we are always gonna be looking for the next best and what's gonna challenge the skincare industry next. And you can always trust that you're gonna get the best ingredients, the highest potency, and we are going to deliver results.
I feel like when you think about the story of Dr. Perricone and what he offers you with just even the wide range of products, it's like finding that perfect pair of high school skinny jeans, but now anti-aging products and really food for your complexion, which I think is so cool. And so tonight the story is DMAE.
DMAE.
It is a mouthful, so we abbreviate it. The good news is you don't have to know how to pronounce it either. But it's one of those things that when you get home and you take out these pads, first of all, you're thinking, okay, they're not overly saturated is what's in there. But this is a potent powerhouse that you can count the differences in your skin from a day-by-day, week-by-week, month-by-month basis.
100%. So let's start with DMAE. What is DMAE? So DMAE is a keynote technology that Dr. Perricone created back in the mid-90s. It is an ingredient that he found that is naturally occurring within our bodies that depletes as we age. So by applying it topically, you are getting intense benefits for firming, tightening, and lifting of the skin. These DMAE firming pads, one, I love how you said the size of the pad, because the size of the pad is amazing. This is unlike any other pad you've ever used before, because it's not gonna be, like you said, overly saturated, but it contains an immense and a high concentration of that DMAE. So you are gonna get firmer, tighter, more toned skin after just one use. So that's just after 5 to 10 minutes. And we even tested that in a clinical study. 74% saw improvement in skin elasticity just after one use.
That is so impressive.
I know,
when you
right?
think about the idea of firmer, more toned skin, especially when it comes to even the lifted, visible appearance of that, a lot of times you think, okay, is that something I'm going to have to shellac, mask onto my complexion to get that? This, to me, is the busy gal's guide to getting everything that you want out of anti-aging. And the interesting part about it is, a lot of times when something is a liquid, we put it in our hands and we're like, oh. But by doing that, we're pulling and we're tugging. And yet when you use this pad, the texture is divine. It's like this rich kind of cashmere texture. I feel like even if you are in a hurry, it's impossible for you to cause more age than not.
Definitely. And this is really simple. So you would cleanse and then you would do your pad. So this replaces your need for a toner. This, beyond the DMAE, it also has glycolic acid. So you're also going to get that gentle exfoliation. You're going to get skin texture that's going to be more refined, smooth. You're going to get that brighter skin. So as you were saying, let's step into fall, right? So over the summer, I'm guilty. We love the sun, love the beach, love the pool, but we do a lot of damage to our skin in the summer. So now we need to get that gentle exfoliation, prep our skin for fall. And these pads, the DMAE plus the glycolic acid, you are really supercharging your skincare and taking it to the next level.
And when you think about supercharging your skincare, the nice thing is you're really supersizing the quantity that you would be getting as compared to anywhere else, because Dr. Perricone is, of course, available in spas worldwide. But one of the reasons you shop him as a destination here is you really start to understand the technology, why you might need it, and how it's going to benefit your skin. But you also shop with us here on Beauty IQ, the world's first ever 24-hour-a-day beauty channel, because we have the most ridiculous values that I'm not even sure Dr. Perricone knows that we have. And so just one of these, which contains 60 of the DMAE firming pads, would be $80 on its own. So you put two of those together and you're looking at $160. Now, this time last year, we debuted this as a steal and it didn't make it the entire day, because when you look at $160 versus the $89 with free shipping and handling, and of course, $22.25 a month to bring home. That's why you go to beautyiq.com to place your order, because this one single pad that Dr. Nicholas Perricone curated for you so that you could have the easiest, most potent, and dare I say quick approach to all of the laundry lists of aging concerns that you have to address, he did it. You don't have to wave the white flag. You don't have to give up. You just have to use one of these. And so I ask you, I love to ask this question because we have such a broad range of beauties watching. And if you haven't joined us on Facebook, Beauty IQ is a great place to go. If I'm 35, what am I going to get out of this? But if I'm 55 or 65, what am I going to get out of this?
So I love that question. So this is for any age at any stage. If you're in your mid-30s, you're 35, that's how old I am. You're starting probably to see fine lines and wrinkles. You're starting to see imperfections. I know I'm definitely seeing enlarged pores. And so when you are tightening and firming and toning your skin, you're also minimizing the appearance of those lines and wrinkles, of those enlarged pores. So that's what you can expect in your 30s, right? If you're in your 50s and gravity has not been so kind, let's say, and your skin is starting to not be as firm, you're gonna supercharge your firming benefits. So if you're using another Perricone product for firming benefits, this will take it to the next level. This is the perfect complement to your treatments, to your moisturizers, and it's going to just enhance those firming benefits even more. And it's really just an incredible just add-on step.
So you only have to use this once a day.
Once a day.
Which I think is pretty cool because it's all about feeding your skin, which I think is a different way to look at how your skin takes on ingredients. Why do you press it in, and is there a better time of day than not?
Great question. So I love using them in the morning because I like to prep in the morning. I like to really cleanse my skin and really exfoliate so that the serums that I apply in the morning during the day are really absorbing into my skin. But it's really up to you. Once a day, morning or evening. My preference is morning. The way you'd use it is after you cleanse, you could smooth it over your entire face, or like you said, if you're seeing some more pronounced areas of your face that have firming issues, maybe your forehead, maybe around your mouth, you can really press the pad into the skin and really hold it there and lift and really enhance the firming benefits and make sure that the serum on these pads are getting absorbed into your skin.
And that is something I think is so special about this, because a lot of times, you know, we talk about how these are not overly saturated, and a lot of times you get something where serum is like filled up to the brim. You're like, okay, I wasn't prepared that I needed to get a hand towel to be able to use this, but that's fine. But a lot of times it runs out. You know, like you go from here to here, but you're like, oh my gosh, there's not enough to go around from my neck or my décolleté. When you feel these, I mean, the strange part about it is, and even like the targeted treatment, you can do all of that, but you'll find another place to use this, because the way that this is delivered into your skin, it's so smart. It's like, I could take this halfway up my arm, the back of my arms, on my knees.
Definitely. I always take it down to my neck, and I even sometimes use it on my hands.
Yes.
Because your hands need to be treated just like the skin on your face. So I put it on my hands because it has that gentle exfoliation, and I want brighter, smoother hands as well. So like you said, you have that extra amount. Take it down to your neck. Use some on your hands. Use some on your arms.
Yeah.
That gentle exfoliation and those firming benefits from that high concentration of DMAE, it won't hurt you. Use it anywhere you can.
And that's the nice part about, like, again, having a 4-month supply on this. It's not on auto delivery. So if this is something where you're like, oh my gosh, like, I'm no longer having to, you know, use 18 different products to be able to address firmness, to be able to address tautness in my skin, pore visibility, fine lines and wrinkles, smoothness, everything that you need here is like a large dose of vitamins that is feeding that resiliency back into your skin. And this is something that these pads always seem to do, is captivate you in a way that you just didn't know anti-aging could be as simple as it was. But that's kind of the premise behind Dr. Perricone's entire line, because having something like this and being such a small part of your skincare routine, it's so easy to implement. But if you're somebody that says, look, you're only getting me for moisturizer, maybe I'll dabble in a serum that you have later on, this is right after your cleansing. It can be 10 seconds or it can be a minute. You will choose how your skin needs it. But the transformation that starts to happen in just one use is why you trust Dr. Perricone.
Definitely, and you said it perfectly. Dr. Perricone was really thinking, okay, I have serums with DMAE. I have moisturizers with DMAE. But how can I deliver the highest concentration of DMAE? And that's where these pads came from, because the DMAE, we were able to get such a supercharged level, and he just said, this is gonna complement those serums that I have, those moisturizers. So this is just the perfect pairing to really just enhance your skincare and take it.
From our chat, Elizabeth wants to know, is this for all ages, and is it okay for sensitive skin? Please and thank you.
Yes, so definitely for all ages. If you're in your 30s, you're like me, I'm 35, I love using these pads. It helps to minimize my fine lines and wrinkles and pores. In your 50s, you're definitely gonna see improvement in any sort of sagging skin, lifted skin, firming skin. For sensitive skin, definitely recommend do the patch test, because if you do have sensitive skin, because of the high concentration, there is a patch test recommendation on the insert in the carton that you'll receive. Do it. Test it for 3 days. You do the patch test below your ear every other day. Then work up to it. As long as you don't have any sensitivity, definitely keep going.
And this is another thing too that I feel like, because of the application, you get to work up and see the benefit day by day. Like the other thing that I think sometimes, like when you get, 120 pads, right? You're like, I plan to use this every day, and then for some reason you just don't. I feel like, especially when you use this in the morning to start your day, visibly, not even 10 to 15 minutes later, if you go have your breakfast, your cup of coffee, you start your work emails, and you look at your skin 10 to 15 minutes later, you will be hooked on what DMA can offer your skin.
Definitely. Well, like we talked about, after just 5 to 10 minutes of one use, 74% saw improvement in skin elasticity, and it just keeps getting better. After just 2 weeks, 84% saw improvement in skin firmness and elasticity. So the results just keep getting better. And you're getting a 4-month supply here. So that's just after 2 weeks. So just imagine what you can do just using it once a day for the 4 months.
And the nice thing about this is, we always kind of talk about like, what's the short term, what's the long term. I feel like as soon as you start pressing this into your freshly cleansed skin, you can definitely see there is a radiance that comes back from that. A lot of times with the summer heat, like we get, of course, great color on our complexions. You know, we look like we've been sun-kissed, but while you get that beautiful bronze, you don't always get that brightness that the sun affords, because a lot of times it does a lot of taking.
Yes.
And I feel like if you're trying to get back some of the life of your complexion, this is a great thing to incorporate that not only does that immediately with the radiance that it adds back to your complexion, but that just from one use of firming and toning the skin, that's not something normally you see from a singular pad. That may be a serum, that might be a moisturizer, that might be a 30-day journey.
Yes.
You're doing it in one treatment.
Just one, and this just goes well beyond any pad you've